Good morning. My computer, my internet went out about a half an hour to 40 minutes ago. And, well, half an hour because it was still working when I came out of the meditation room for a while. Anyway, I don't even have phone because my phone and internet are on the same line. Hopefully, by the time I finish this video, it will be resolved. I can't even call to find out what's going on. Anyway, the title for today is Coping on the Really Challenging Days. Yesterday was a heavy day for me. There were lots of tears in the morning. I didn't even know what it was all about, and when I read an article suggesting that the new financial system coming in onto the world stage is just another Illuminati plan, moving world focus and the control grid from the west to the east, it got even more intense. I was feeling all the disappointments I've had since I began waking up to the horrific truths about our insane world. I was feeling so unfulfilled, so insecure. I even posted pictures of the lady from Canada in response to the several people who have been telling me that I have a responsibility to expose her so that what she did to me won't be as easy for her to do with others. I still did not reveal her name or report her to the authorities, which I don't want to do. A part of me still feels a lot of love for her, strange though that may seem. In any case, I feel somewhat refreshed this morning after a very challenging day yesterday. And I wrote that blurb before my internet service went out, which is on cable. I don't have cable TV, but I do have cable telephone and cable internet service. Anyway, that shifted my energy this morning from what it was when I came out of the meditation room. I actually was, as I said, feeling somewhat refreshed. As I sat in the meditation room today, I was strongly impressed to grab the globe, which I haven't done probably in maybe a month or more. Since there was a time I was holding the globe regularly in my hands as I would pray and meditate. And today I just simply held it, and I didn't actually pray at all. I just sat there in silence for about 20 to 30 minutes and held the globe and just felt the energies in me, around me, moving through me. As I said in the blurb, someone sent an article which was actually a commentary on David Wilcox Part 2, most recent Part 2. Yes, it had lots of Part 2s, in which it was suggested, as I said, that BRICS and some of the new financial structures that are coming onto the world stage are simply part of the plan. And that was so disheartening for me to read that and read Aristos's comments that he thinks it's probably correct, and I'm probably not totally expressing what he was expressing, because he was expressing a lot more. But my initial reaction was, he's saying, yeah, that's probably the way it is. This is probably another part of their plan. And I was feeling like, what's the use? What's the freaking use? When you understand what the world is really like, when you understand that there are sick people that have been pulling the strings and working in the shadows, as it were, to bring about the worst possible outcomes, and they're willing to cut some slack and to make people wealthy on the short term, only to tighten the ropes a little bit further down the stream, which was the analysis of, I don't even remember his name, and I was going to look it up and give you the link, but I can't do that because after I finished writing the blurb and sent out one or two birthday greetings from this morning's list, I lost internet connection, and I can't go online and go back and look up that that article to see what it was. And I still can't scroll down on my Facebook page past the first four or so posts, and then it stops, it stalls. There's nothing else beyond that. I can't even look up my own video from yesterday or the day before because it won't scroll to that. But anyway, I'm diverging and diverging and diverging because of things that are at hand. But yesterday was extremely heavy. As I said, there were lots of tears in the morning especially. And then I got a call from one of my friends who's been a friend for a long time, and he's in the hospital facing some fairly potentially serious challenges of possibly an operation. And I visited him in the afternoon, and there was some more confusion in the evening, and it was just a draining day. And even after I posted the pictures of my lady friend from Canada, I had second thoughts, should I have done this? I mean, people have been pushing me, several people and a few close friends have been pushing me for a while now to bring this lady into awareness, because they have the feeling that what she did to me, she's done to others. And what perhaps hurts more than anything, and I'm recognizing this morning, even after I wrote the blurb, I'm recognizing that the two worst things about that whole situation was that I feel like I might have been missing some of the signs that she was giving me, that this is something that she does, that she's into manipulation, and that's her method of manifestation. That bothers me, that I was not sensitive enough to pick that up. But the other thing that bothers me is that she totally cut off communication. She told me she won't answer my phone calls, which I've only called one day since she told me that. I tried 3 times in one day, and I haven't tried since. And she won't read my emails. So there's no more communication, even not even from me to her, let alone an actual conversation where I can find out where she's at and what's going on her end. That's so, in any relationship, communication is the key. And when communication is cut off, that's like putting a dagger in the heart and twisting it. I mean, it has always irritated me, made me angry, but more than that, it hurts when someone that I was communicating with all of a sudden cuts off the communication and doesn't reveal what's going on the other end. And I know sometimes I don't know what's going on my end, but I'm willing to say, hey, I don't know what this feeling is, and that's where it was yesterday morning. I didn't know what this feeling was that I had, that I more or less woke up with. I was sort of relieved that I didn't have to do a video yesterday. I had to only post the one that we had done the day before, the conversation we had done the day before with Aristo. And so I was relieved in a sense that I didn't have to make a video. I just posted one. But I didn't know what was going on. And then when I read that article, my God, what an outlook. Do I have to continually look like the bad guys? The dark side is going to keep being in control? Is there never going to be any relief? Is there never going to be peace? These were some of the things that I was dealing with after I read that article. And then the email from the friend. Anyway, I posted her pictures, and then had second thoughts, and it was like an emotional roller coaster. I was being like a yo-yo, bouncing back and forth, back and forth. Is this the right thing to do? I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to hurt anybody. Anyway, I'm probably not going to talk very much longer because I really don't know what much else to say. I yeah, I do need to say that. As during the period between about 1:30 and 3:30 when I finally got out of bed, during that period, I had I don't know. I don't know all the dreams that were. One of them was actually an image of a face, a caricature of a heart-shaped face. That was interesting. But I woke up feeling like I had been being refreshed, whatever those dreams were, and it seemed like there were a series of them, but I don't remember the details. And that's what I went into the meditation room with this morning, and I was feeling refreshed. I was feeling a sadness, but sort of a refreshed sense also, as I held on to the globe and considered the world situation. Because, like many people, I live for bringing the changes about that'll make a world that works for everybody. That's been my dream since I was a kid. Since I was a kid. When I listen to Jackie Ivanko share her dream and bits and pieces, I so resonate with how, man, when I was 10, 11, 12 years old, and in my teens even, that's how I was feeling. That's what I wanted. I wanted good things. She probably doesn't know all the stuff that's going on in the world. I would suspect her parents have sheltered her from that. But she's got so idealistic, and there's such an innocence about her, which I was listening to her yesterday and crying too. And we all need to recover that innocence. And I don't want to live my life not trusting people, not believing what people tell me. I'd like to take people when they tell me that they love me and that they care. I'd like to really believe that. And sometimes when I tell people I love them, am I telling them what are they interpreting that to mean? I mean, when I say I love you in a romantic sense, it's a totally different meaning to me than the general feeling of I love you and I want the best for you. But there's no romantic connection to that I love you. And especially when I tell women that I love them, I get confused, because if I don't have a sexual attraction, or if I don't have an attraction to the woman, it's certainly not a romantic I love you. And we do need more words in English so that we understand what we mean. There needs to be a word for love that includes everything, that includes the whole thing, the sex, the attraction, the feeling of desire, the ecstatic concepts that go on, and that kind of love that you don't feel and it's the philia, the brotherly love, the love for life and just for being. So anyway, I do love, and I even love the lady from Canada. I just wish that there was a line of communication where she could tell me the truth and tell me the rest of the story so that I'd get it and understand it. I don't believe she started out, I don't want to believe that she started out to deceive me, to take advantage of me. I don't want to believe that. I don't. But there's still a lot of hurt around that, and I'm telling you the truth. And this is where I am. All of this stuff is where I am this morning, what I'm feeling as my human experience exposes itself to the part of me that's the witness and the observer. Thank you for listening. Namaste.